With so many seniors now living into their 80s and 90s, geriatric care has become a major issue. So it's not surprising that we now have professional organizations with the title Geriatric Care Management. Well, Mary Beth Hardy is an area director of professional services for Live Home, a national organization with offices in the Twin Cities. Welcome.
Thank you, Roland. I'm delighted to be here.
We're pleased you're here because it's a topic becoming of increasing concern. Two questions to start off with. What does a geriatric care management company typically do? And we talk about that for a moment, but I'm also very interested in one of your programs, brain aerobics, which you specialize in, and what is it and why is it so important? So let's start. What does a geriatric care management company do?
A geriatric care management company provides coordination of a plan of care that's developed by either a nurse or social worker.
Mm-hmm.
So what does that mean for an older adult or their children who are trying to figure out what to do? It means that a nurse or a social worker would come, they'd understand what your needs are, what your abilities are, and then together you'd devise a plan, how you're going to get your shopping done, your laundry done, your end-of-life decision choices, and we partner with the older adult and their family to make sure that your wishes are honored and that we support you in your home, wherever that is.
Mm-hmm. Well, now, your title is Live Home. Mm-hmm. However, I understand that you do this in all circumstances. You'll do this in the original home where people have lived forever. You'll do it in an independent living, high-rise setup, or assisted living. How does that work out?
Wherever the older adult lives,
mm-hmm.
that's their home.
Mm-hmm.
So we can provide geriatric care management and caregiving services in your home where you've lived all your life, at a Ridgepoint type community where you might choose to live now, or even in a nursing home if you mm-hmm. need some support to augment what the staff in the nursing home has to offer.
And this has become quite important nowadays, hasn't it? Because we are dealing with rather elderly folks nowadays.
Mm-hmm. It's extremely important for a number of reasons. A lot of elderly folks have children who live at a distance,
mm-hmm.
so it becomes complicated to help your mom or dad when you're living in Denver or in New York. And additionally, we know that facilities provide excellent care, but at times an individual needs just that extra set of hands,
sure.
that extra help.
Now let's move on to something that I'm sort of curious about. What is brain aerobics?
What is brain aerobics? Brain aerobics basically are exercises to make your brain sweat. So the way you go to the gym and use the treadmill to make your muscles strong and get your heart beating, brain aerobics are exercises for that mental muscle that's so important to all of us.
Well, now, I have down here, how does a healthy brain age? What is the difference between a healthy brain and a
sick brain?
Dementia, sick brain.
Sick brain. Aging is a normal biological occurrence. From the day we are born to the day we die, we're aging. The effect that process has on our brain is it affects our brains in a couple of ways. One is we know the brain shrinks. It weighs less in an 80-year-old than it does in a 20-year-old.
I didn't know that. It's distressing. Can I still function okay though?
That's why it shakes around in your head sometimes because it's not quite as big as it used to be.
I felt a little rattling. Yeah,
you felt a little rattling. So our brain shrinks in size. That's normal,
mm-hmm.
and it takes longer for the brain connections to fire and work as we age.
So that's why we can't think of a name of a first cousin or something like that.
As quickly,
okay.
Correct,
mm-hmm.
correct. Many times people say to me, how do I know if I just have an old brain, or how do I know I have an old brain with a disease like dementia? One of the easy ways to know that is, have you ever lost your keys? Have you ever, Roland, gone home and thought, oh my gosh, where did I leave my keys?
Sometimes it took months before I found them. I always had to have a spare.
Right, but you were looking for your keys.
Mm-hmm.
You knew your keys were lost.
Mm-hmm.
If I said to you, Roland, can you tell me what a key does? What do you do with a key? What would you tell me?
It opens doors and opens up cars and so forth.
Right. opens doors, it turns on cars, it locks things. So the fact that you lost your keys tells me that your brain might need some exercise.
I'm feeling relieved.
If you couldn't tell me what a key did, I would be concerned that we needed to do some more examination to see if you have dementia.
What are some examples of exercise that we've been talking about the concept? Now, what might we do? We don't have to go to a class or anything. We just do it at home, right?
The beauty of this is you don't need any equipment. You can do it alone or with someone, and you can do it anywhere at any time. The premise behind brain aerobics is that you want to break out of routines, you want to create chaos for your brain, and you want to engage your senses in different and varied ways. So let's think about this. You get up in the morning, and what's one of the things that you do in the morning?
Brush the teeth.
You brush your teeth. Now, you've been doing this for a lot of years. I've been doing this for a lot of years. And you always do it with the same hand, I bet. There you go. That right hand does the up and down motion. A simple brain aerobic activity is to brush your teeth with your non-dominant hand. Now, how does that feel to you right now doing that?
Awkward.
Does it feel like you have to pay attention more?
I have to pay careful attention.
Right.
Otherwise, it'll start dribbling.
Yeah. In addition to it feeling difficult for your hand, think about it. What else had to pay attention? What else is involved with brushing your teeth?
Yeah, right.
That tongue thing.
Yeah.
Because I'm left-handed. So I'll brush my teeth and my tongue knows by routine, oh, she comes on this side first and then I go over here. But if I do it with my right hand and I start over here, my tongue is confused. Oh, she's doing it differently.
What's wrong with her? Yeah, right.
What's wrong with her? So brain aerobics, the act of doing a routine activity in a different way, causes your brain to fire. It causes your brain to sweat. The same
My
way,
synapses are starting to snap.
your synapses are starting to snap, exactly. And it's paying attention and exercising.
I want to thank you very much for this really good demonstration. The point is that we've had a demonstration here, and that a senior can do all sorts of exercises that he or she thinks about.
Sure.
Mary Beth Hardy, thank you very much. We've been talking to Mary Beth Hardy, Area Director of Professional Services for Live Home. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Rose.